Well, the day has arrived. It's been almost 2 months since we've gone outsourcing, but got my coffee, got my scanner, got my earbuds, and got my mask. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Manny. This is Manny's Book Bag. Well, the day has come. Today is Tuesday, May the 12th, and here in Ohio, stores are opening back up, I'm sure with a whole bunch of rules, but I'm pretty well depleted on inventory that I can sell. Whatever I had to ship in, I made one big shipment last week, and I have nothing left to process. Almost everything that could be sold on eBay already has been. Basically, my bulk CD business is depleted right now, and I got to get with my suppliers to see if they're back open or not. Same thing with books. About 8-9 days ago, I was able to send in all of my books to Amazon FBA. Thankfully, Indiana didn't have any receiving issues. They, as usual, received them all the following day. I don't know if you remember, but when they first opened, I was having 2-3 weeks where items were just sitting on their dock. Once they got over their opening, they have been a rock solid warehouse, and this past shipment was no exception. But I have nothing to ship in now, and I am eager to get back out there and source. I'm going to be super careful. I'm going to be wearing my mask. Not only a lot of these stores that you're going to go to, they're probably going to have a lot of rules in place as far as the number of people at one time that could be in the stores, as well as in general whether or not you have to wear a mask, as well as obviously the spacing. It should be interesting if any of you go to Goodwill outlets, how that spacing is going to work. I don't think it's going to be existent. It's going to be business as usual once we get in there. But I'm going to go get a whole bunch of books. I'm going to take you along with me. Let's go. So I visited 3 places today, and first of all, that took a really long time with all the rules, the distancing. The very first place that I visited, I was lucky to be in the first 30 people. They had a very hard cap on 30 people in the building at a time, and people were definitely trying to come out shopping. I'm going to give you the advice that if you're going to go out early in the morning, treat it like a library sale and think to yourself that if you're on time for store opening, you're probably going to be late, because if you are not within the first couple of people, you may get stuck waiting for people to exit the building before you can go in, at which point you may as well leave. It was quite an experience. I'm glad that I came out, but man, it was a serious pain in the butt. I was wearing my mask, and my earbuds are not 100% wireless. They still had a little strap. I was actually getting them intertwined and caught every once in a while, so a bit of a pain. But I did find exactly 36 books for FBA. There were a couple of books that were not for Amazon FBA. Found a couple of books for my daughters. 1 or 2 books that I'm going to lot up and sell on eBay fairly quickly. But yeah, expect a lot of changes to the local places that you source at. There's going to be a lot of X's and arrows that are on the floor to make sure that you're keeping a specific distance. There were changes to some of the queues when I was waiting in line, where you would have to wait for the cashier to back up, and then you would be able to put your merchandise down, and then you back up 6 feet away, and then they move back forward. Just a lot of little things. I will also tell you, make sure you remember your mask. Depending on where you live, there could be places that are going to tell you you cannot enter. As far as they're concerned, the new slogan should be no shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. So regardless of whether you would be inclined to wear one or not, make sure you have it with you or you're wasting a trip. Another tip, if you have a backup of this, make sure you have it with you at all times. As you saw, I'm literally down to the end of my bottle, and I'm unscrewing it and trying to dump some out to keep my hands sanitized. And here's another tip, another big one. I didn't think about this one. A lot of these locations are closing their bathrooms. Their restrooms are shut down so that no one can go inside them. If you're lucky, you'll have a nearby supermarket or something where you can go to the bathroom real quick. But just keep in mind that a lot of these thrift stores are going to be open, but their bathrooms might not be. So that was it. That was quite an experience. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. This is kind of like a social experiment to see how people would be behaving. For the most part, everybody was cooperative. Now, I mean, obviously, it goes without saying, you're always going to find a couple of Karens and Jeffries that were out there and felt like arguing with the store staff over stuff they couldn't control. Maybe they were just frustrated and felt like they needed to take it out on somebody. But just remember that, I hate to use the term new normal because I'm sick of that phrase already. But there are things that are in place now that no one at the store level is in control of. So just remember to be kind and go out there and roll with the punches and, make some money where you can. But just remember that we're not back to the way things were. But here's the question of the day. Are you living in a state where retail stores are opened up again? And if they are, have you ventured out? Go ahead and share your experiences with us in the comments below. Well, that's all for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see me make more videos like this one, please remember to share, like, and subscribe to support the channel. If you haven't already liked this video, go ahead and give it a quick thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, tap on that book bag right there. While you're in there, turn on those bell notifications. Until next time, let's go make some money.